3 lopsided wins have provided just a small portion of the good vibes surrounding Kevin Keatts N.C. state basketball program. Yes, the Wolfpack have dominated 3 overmatched teams from 1 bid leagues, beating VMI, Charleston Southern and Bryant by an average margin of 26.7 points over the season's first 5 days. The news that should really excite the fanbase has come off the court. Tuesday's decision from the NCAA to reverse its initial ruling and allow transfer guard Braxton Beverly to play this season gives Keatts another guard to help fuel his up-tempo style of play. Word from the NCAA on Beverly came just a few hours after the Wolfpack added another player to its already strong recruiting class for next season. Derek Funderburk, a 6'10" center who is the 0.1 rated junior college prospect in this year's class, signed with NC State and joined 4-star recruits Manny Bates, Saddiq Bey, Jericole, Hellems and Steere. North Carolina State's Braxton Beverly, finally I am free. North Carolina State guard Braxton Beverly and coach Kevin Keatts talk about Beverly learning he was immediately eligible before the Wolfpack's victory over Bryant at PNC Arena in Raleigh, North Carolina Tuesday, November 14, 2017. Ethan Hyman at newsobserver.com. The Wolfpack already have 2 Division I transfers sitting out this season who will play next year in C.J. Bryce from UNC Wilmington and Devin Daniels of Utah. Though NC State has 4 seniors on this year's team, that's a good amount of talent ready to step in. With that on the horizon, Keatts is pushing his current team to a successful start to set the foundation for what appear to be even better days ahead. As for this year's team, the only piece still missing is senior forward Malik Abu, who has missed the first 3 games while recovering from a sprained MCL suffered last month. Abu was cleared to resume running last week and has progressed to taking shots this week. Malik is coming along, Keatts said. He's starting to move effectively. I don't have a time frame when he is going to play, but he is getting better. Abu's return will only make an already good month for the Wolfpack program even better. On the court so far, this year's team is using Keatts' full-court pressure defense to stifle opponents. Bryant turned the ball over 27 times, meaning all 3 NC State foes have turned it over 20 times or more. Related stories from Raleigh News and Observer. NC State survives Bryant's hot start, rolls to 3rd straight win. NC State survives Bryant's hot start, rolls to 3rd straight win. STATEBRY 02 to 111,417 F. NC State's Alaric Freeman, 12, tries to steal the ball from Bryant's Adam Grant, 11, at PNC Arena Tuesday, November 14, 2017. Ethan Hyman at newsobserver.com. Even when Bryant hit its first 9 shots on Tuesday night to build a 19-7 lead, the Wolfpack were confident their defense could bring them back. Give it up to those guys, NC State guard Torin Dorn said. They just made shots early. But when you are a pressing team and a trapping team, you just have to stay the course. We turned up the pressure defensively, get the lead down, and it went pretty handily from there. Yes, it did. NC State turned things around to take a 10-point halftime lead and roll to a 95-72 win. Beverly played 16 minutes in his debut, making just 1 of 7 shots after learning he'd be eligible to play less than 2 hours prior to tip-off. He'll certainly have better nights when things normalize. Keatts is glad to add him to NC State's backcourt rotation. Dorn, Sam Hunt, Markel Johnson and Alaric Freeman started in the 4-guard lineup against Bryant with Leonard Freeman the lone big man. Freshman Laver Batts came off the bench to play 18 minutes. Beverly's 16 minutes make NC State even deeper. I've got 2 young guys that are going to be really good basketball players in an NC State uniform. When you talk about Laver and you talk about Braxton, Keatts said. I'm able to not have to play Allen Sam and Markel so many minutes. I can bring those guys, Batts and Beverly, along slowly. They give us depth. Braxton will be fine. You'll see a different Braxton Beverly, where he can make shots and run the team. NC State's opening flurry of games continues with Presbyterian coming to PNC Arena Thursday night. A win there would give the Wolfpack 4 in 7 days. After that, the Wolfpack get a break before traveling to the Bahamas for the Battle for Atlantis, where they'll play Arizona on November 22. Facing the number 3 Wildcats as an underdog might bring an end to NC State's great November under Keatts, but the way things are going, that figures to be a momentary setback on the way to ACC play.